welcome back to another video from Courtney and Amare, you know, your favorite YouTube sister. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about don't rush the process, find the flow. So the first thing that I do want to talk about with like rushing the process and, you know, trying to find the flow is appreciation. This is the first thing that I wanted to talk about. It's not in any particular order, but we have to appreciate the journey that we're on. Like, we really do. We have to appreciate where we are and show gratitude and give God the thanks for it, because I find myself sometimes, and I'm learning now, but I find myself sometimes, you know, in the past where I be like this, dang, like I should be further than where I am now. Like, dang, I should have went on ahead, known what I need to go to school for, got my degree, and been working in that field, getting paid the money that I deserve to get paid. But instead, you know, I decided to do other things. I decided to go a different route, and that's fine, because I've learned so much on this journey to get me to where I am now, and I want to appreciate that. There's things that I've learned along this journey that I probably wouldn't have learned if I had not went the route that I went. I probably would have learned it, but I probably wouldn't have grasped on it or obtained the knowledge better if I had not went the way that I went, you know. I do have some points. I always write everything down that I'm thinking when it comes to these, you know, videos. So if you see me looking down, that's because I'm looking at the notes that came from my brain, you know, based off of my experiences. And I do want to put a disclaimer out here, like, you know, these videos are based off of my experiences and the things that I have learned about myself that I would like to share with other people, just in case you guys can relate to me and, you know, it may be helpful or it may be useful information for you. So right here, I have on here, you appreciate the things that you work hard for rather than something that is given to you. And let's think about if I just got a job making $35 an hour just because I know Ricky and I know Bobby, you know, just because I know them. But I ain't really good at the job at all. I just was given this job. I made $35 an hour and I go to work. I come to work late. I barely know what I'm doing. And I'm not being appreciative of the job or the opportunity because it was given to me. I'm not showing appreciation because I'm coming to work late. I'm dragging myself. I'm not interested in learning because I feel like, oh, this was given to me. I deserve it because it was given to me, but I don't deserve it because I worked for it, type thing. Whew. Child, where's the water? I remember when I was like 9 years old or whatever, and I remember I used to do the paper route with my granddaddy. I used to be trying to make that money, and I remember if you don't know, I absolutely loved Tinkerbell since I was a kid, and there was this Tinkerbell purse in Walmart that I really wanted. And I didn't have the money to get it. I didn't want to ask nobody to pay for it for me because I was like, no, I want to get this on my own. I want to buy this purse by myself. So I worked, I saved up my money, and I am telling you guys, once I bought that Tinkerbell purse, I guarded it for my life. I had it for so many years afterwards because I worked hard for it. I put in the work. I was slinging newspapers out the car, well, out the truck, child, so I could make that money to get that Tinkerbell purse that I wanted. And I knew from that day that I appreciate things more that I work hard for. Now, this may not be the same for other people, But I know there's a majority of people out here that may be watching this video and they may be like, you know what, I'm the same way. That's just like my MacBook, my laptop. I worked so hard to get that MacBook so I could edit my videos, and she 4 years old, but now, child, she going through some things right now because, anyways, that's the topic for another day. But I worked hard for those things, and I would like to keep those things. I would like to keep the things that I have, that I worked hard for, and I want to be more appreciative of those things. I want to show gratitude. I want to thank God for the things that I have, and I want to continuously show up and be like this. You know what, I worked hard for this. I worked hard for this apartment. I worked hard to get the job that I have now. I worked hard to get my degree. I worked hard to homeschool my daughter. Those are things that I need to be like, you know what, I worked hard to get here. Why can I not appreciate these moments in this journey? Instead of thinking like, oh, I should be further, I'm getting there. I need to appreciate that. So the second thing I want to talk about is accidents. Like, let me tell you something. When you are rushing that process, I ain't talking about running the race. I'm talking about rushing the process. Trying to be the first one instead of the best. It's a difference between being the first one and being the best. Being the first one, yeah, like you're rushing, you're trying to get there. But being the best is taking your time. Slow and steady really do win the race, I'm telling you. And I feel the same way when it comes to cooking. I slow cook everything because I want my food to taste good. I don't want nothing burning, all of that. But to the point, I think 2 weeks ago, yeah, 2 weeks ago, I was in a rush, y'all. I was in a rush, and guess what? I popped my tire. So this is what I'm talking about, the impatience, trying to rush, trying to be first, trying to hurry up and do something. It gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere. You might as well take your time. Me and my sister, we were coming from the gym, okay? And I did not want my car to defrost. Instead, I reversed my car. I'm driving knowing I can't see. I had my glasses on, but the car was not all the way defrosted on the windshield. I decided to just go on ahead and just drive. And while I drove right over the curb, knowing the front of my car is already messed up, the piece that was hanging on the front of my car literally punctured my tire twice because the way I hit the curb, it said doop, doop. Yeah, doop, doop. That's exactly what it did. And I was driving on a flat tire. Luckily, I had a spare tire in the back, and the spare tire was a dub, okay? It was flat too, and I was able to drive to where I needed to go to get another tire. But I said all of that to say is, rushing is not going to benefit you 99.9% of the time. For real, for real. And I'm learning that, like, God is showing me this so much that I need to take my time. What are you in a hurry for? Why are you rushing? And I'm speaking to myself. I'm not trying to speak down on y'all. This is a message for me, but I wanted to share this message for y'all. Like, what are you rushing for? What are you in a rush for? Or where do you got to be? Yeah, exactly. You need to take your time. You need to enjoy this journey. If I had sat there and let the car defrost in the front windshield, I would have been like $200 savings. Like, that's $200 in savings. That's groceries. But no, it cost me. What they say, it costs to be the boss. If you want to take shortcuts, it's going to cost you in the long run. Take your time. It's going to cause accidents if you don't take your time. And it could be an accident in anything. Me trying to rush, get out of the house, boom, stub my toe. Like, this is the real stuff that be happening. You be like, dang, like, now I gotta sit down. Now you don't have a choice but to sit down because you decided to rush. I know I'm going off on a tangent. I ain't did these stand-up videos in a while, but bear with me. the message is still here. The third thing I want to talk about is time management. I have on here, create schedules for your day with a realistic time frame. For example, I have, if you know you want to cook breakfast in the morning, then don't put it in the same 1 hour time block as doing the laundry, when both things take a couple of hours combined. We all know if you're going to wash and dry clothes, it's going to take about 1 hour to 2 hours to get that done. You don't got to combine that with cooking if you're knowing that you're going to have to oversee your food for a little minute. You know, you need to be tending to your food, unless you're cooking like a crock pot meal or whatever. But time your day where you're given, what is it called? I learned it in my time management class. But you gotta give yourself a layover. It's something like that, like a layover, some leeway. You know, you need to give yourself some time, some breathing room before you go to the next task. You have to put breaks in. You have to have good time management if you got goals and there's things that you want to achieve. You don't want to rush your way through life. You don't want to rush your way through the day. That's how you forget to do the most important things in the day. So I like to write things down. I do have like this top 3 journal. This is the old one that Erin on Demand used to sell, but she does have a different version now, so you guys can go check that out. I will link her website down below. It's Simpleman & Co. Check it out. I want to finish this journal before I purchase that one. I really want to get the taupe color one. It's so stinking cute. Y'all gotta check that out. Next thing I want to talk about is the flow. Okay, realize that you cannot control everything. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm the oldest daughter. Okay, both sides, mom and dad. I am such a control freak. Like, I need everything to go my way, but I'm slowly starting to pull away from thinking I need to be in control, because that sets me up for disappointments. That gives me anxiety. That stresses me out when I feel like I cannot control my outcome. I need to stop doing that. I need to chill out. I need to take a deep breath and be like, you know what? Some things are out of my control. Why am I trying to rush that process? Why am I trying to expedite that? Obviously, it's moving in this way for a reason. What is the lesson in this? How can I understand, or what am I learning from this point or part of my life or part of this journey? I have on here, when it comes to like the flow, focus on what you can control. Okay, I can control Courtney to a certain extent. Okay, I can control Courtney to a certain extent, and I can get up in the morning, I can do my workout, I can do a little bit of cleaning, I can get Amari ready for school, and I can get me ready for work. That is a flow. That is a constant flow that I need to be in. You know what? This brings me structure. This is something that I can control. But I cannot control my daughter's mood every day. I cannot control my mood all the time every day. But I can decide or make that decision to try to make my day better or flow better. Also under flow, I have, think about the things that you know you can change. I can change my routines up if it's not working for me. You know, like, it doesn't have to be set in stone. I could change my diet. Maybe my diet has a lot to do with my attitude and my actions. Maybe I had chocolate last night before I went to bed, which I'm not supposed to, okay? Because it makes me have crazy, weird dreams. I don't need to be doing that. That can affect my next day. So I need to be focusing on learning myself and bettering myself so that I can better my environment around me, no matter how long it takes. The fifth thing that I have on here is eliminate expectations. Okay, you gotta eliminate expectations when you're going through your process, when you're on your journey. You don't want to rush things, and you don't want to have expectations, especially of other people. I have on here, don't think too much on the outcome of your journey. Expect the unexpected. And you guys, 9 times out of 10, the unexpected be the biggest and the best blessing that you're ever gonna have. Like, I'm just so excited to be on here right now. If y'all can't tell, I'm just smiling, got a pimple on my forehead and everything, but I'm still here. I'm still here, and I'm still excited and I still want to show up. This video isn't going how I expected it to be. It's not going how I planned it to be. But it is what it is. I'm here. I'm showing up. Expect the unexpected. Everything is not going to be cookie cutter, easy. Everything is not going to be perfect. And I'm accepting that. And I'm standing in that. And I'm loving that right now. The next thing I have on here is the process. Finding the flow. Never giving up on finding a routine that works for you. Continuous self-improvement. Y'all, listen, those was the 3 points that I had on here. I do have a video on my channel about continuous self-improvement. I will link it up above in the card so you guys can go check it out. But that is all I'm trying to move towards. And this week, I really do want to take this serious. I want to show up. Not only for you guys, but I want to show up for myself. I want to be here for myself. I want to show my daughter that it's okay to push yourself. It's okay to do better. It's okay to go with the flow. It's okay for you to not get immediate results. We gotta go through this process. Everybody is on their own journey. It doesn't matter if that Sally has been running her business for 2 days and she done sold out. It doesn't matter what the next person is doing. What are you doing? What are you learning more about yourself? What about you is strong? What about you is worth going through this process? What about you is worth the journey, is worth the mistakes? It's worth it. I just want, if you haven't taken anything from this whole video, I just want you guys to know you don't have to be in a rush. You don't have to be in a hurry to be successful. You don't have to be in a hurry. Take your time. Take your time. That's going to bring you a lot of peace when you take your time. I cannot stress that enough. Take your time. Take your time. Be in the flow. Be in the flow. Enjoy the journey. I just realized the other day, like, I was just sitting there, I was like, wow, I really do love my life. I really love being here with my daughter. I really love my routine. I really love that I get to cook in my kitchen. I really love that I can shower in my shower. Like, I am so grateful of where I am right now. And I know there's more to come. But 1% every day. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave comments down below. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you guys won't ever miss an upload. And I'll see you guys in my next